What if the most shocking crimes were never solved? What if the truth behind these cases remained forever hidden? For decades, investigators have been trying to crack the codes, but some mysteries remain unsolved. Today, we're counting down the top 10 unsolved mysteries that will leave you questioning everything. From the disappearance of Amelia Earhart to the Zodiac killer, these cases have become infamous for their lack of closure. Let's dive into the biggest mistakes that led to these unsolved enigmas and explore the theories that might finally bring us the truth. Get ready to enter a world of intrigue and suspense as we reveal the top 10 unsolved mysteries that will haunt you long after the video ends. Numero 10. The disappearance of Amelia Earhart. On July 2, 1937, Amelia Earhart vanished while attempting to fly around the world. Despite extensive searches, no trace of her or her plane was ever found. Theories range from crashing into the ocean to being captured by the Japanese. But what really happened to this trailblazing aviator? The mystery surrounding her disappearance has only grown over the years, with many speculating about her fate. With so many unanswered questions, it's no wonder this case remains one of the most baffling in history. The search for Amelia continues to this day, with many hoping to finally uncover the truth. Numero 9. The Zodiac killer's identity. Between 1966 and 1974, the Zodiac killer terrorized the San Francisco Bay Area, killing at least 5 people and taunting the police with cryptic letters. Despite numerous investigations, the killer's identity remains unknown. Theories abound, but the case remains one of the most infamous unsolved serial killer mysteries in American history. The Zodiac killer's codes and ciphers have been studied by experts, but none have been able to crack the code. The killer's brazen crimes and clever use of cryptography have made this case a fascinating and frustrating puzzle for investigators. Numero 8. The murder of JonBenet Ramsey. In 1996, 6-year-old JonBenet Ramsey was found dead in the basement of her family's home in Boulder, Colorado. The crime scene was compromised, and the investigation was botched. To this day, no one has been charged with her murder. Theories range from a family member to an intruder, but the truth remains elusive. The case has been the subject of numerous documentaries and books, with many trying to piece together the events of that fateful night. With so many unanswered questions, it's no wonder this case continues to haunt the nation. Numero 7. The disappearance of the Sodder children. On Christmas Eve 1945, a fire destroyed the Sodder family's home in West Virginia. 5 of the 9 Sodder children were missing, and despite a thorough search, no bodies were ever found. Theories range from a serial killer to a tragic accident, but the truth remains a mystery. The case has been the subject of much speculation, with many wondering what really happened to the Sodder children. The lack of evidence and the strange circumstances surrounding the fire have made this case a baffling enigma. Numero 6. The Taman Shud case. In 1948, a man was found dead on a beach in Adelaide, Australia, with a cryptic code in his pocket. The code has never been cracked, and the man's identity remains unknown. Theories range from a spy to a murder victim, but the truth remains a mystery. The case has been dubbed the Taman Shud case, named after the phrase found on the back of the code. The mysterious circumstances surrounding the man's death have made this case a fascinating puzzle for investigators and amateur sleuths alike. Numero 5. The Dyatlov Pass Incident. In 1959, 9 experienced hikers died under mysterious circumstances in the Ural Mountains. The investigation found no explanation for their deaths, and the case remains one of the most bizarre, unsolved mysteries in history. Theories range from a Yeti attack to a military experiment gone wrong, but the truth remains elusive. The case has been the subject of much speculation, with many wondering what really happened to the hikers. The strange circumstances surrounding their deaths have made this case a fascinating and haunting enigma. Numero 4. The disappearance of the Mary Celeste. In 1872, the Mary Celeste was found adrift in the Atlantic Ocean, with no signs of its crew on board. Theories range from mutiny to pirate attack, but the truth remains a mystery. The case has been dubbed one of the greatest maritime mysteries of all time, with many speculating about the fate of the crew. The lack of evidence and the strange circumstances surrounding the disappearance have made this case a baffling enigma. Numero 3. The murder of the Black Dahlia. In 1947, Elizabeth Short was found brutally murdered in Los Angeles, with her body mutilated and a cryptic message left at the crime scene. The investigation was botched, and the killer was never caught. Theories range from a serial killer to a copycat, but the truth remains elusive. The case has been the subject of much speculation, with many wondering what really happened to Elizabeth Short. The strange circumstances surrounding her death have made this case a fascinating and haunting enigma. Numero 2. The disappearance of Maura Murray. In 2004, Maura Murray disappeared after a car accident in New Hampshire. Despite numerous searches, no trace of her has ever been found. Theories range from a tragic accident to a deliberate disappearance, but the truth remains a mystery. The case has been the subject of much speculation, with many wondering what really happened to Maura Murray. The lack of evidence and the strange circumstances surrounding her disappearance have made this case a baffling enigma. Numero 1. The DB Cooper Hijacking. In 1971, a man known as DB Cooper hijacked a plane and parachuted out with a ransom. Despite an extensive investigation, Cooper's true identity and fate remain unknown. Theories range from a clever thief to a tragic accident, but the truth remains elusive. The case has been dubbed one of the most intriguing unsolved mysteries in American history, with many speculating about Cooper's identity and fate. The strange circumstances surrounding the hijacking have made this case a fascinating puzzle for investigators and amateur sleuths alike. And there you have it, the top 10 unsolved mysteries that continue to haunt and intrigue us. From the disappearance of Amelia Earhart to the DB Cooper hijacking, these cases have left us with more questions than answers. If you want to stay up to date on the latest unsolved mysteries and true crime stories, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Join us next time as we explore more baffling enigmas and unsolved crimes that will leave you on the edge of your seat.